way it got chipped away little by little over the last half of each first, second, and third, and fourth quarter?
What stood out more?
What sticks with you more? Is it the way you guys kind of controlled those games, or the way it was they came back, they were still in the game, they weren't closed out?
Yeah, I think more so how we controlled it. I mean, basketball, that's basketball. Teams gonna make shots. Everybody's professionals. You know, teams gonna go on runs. But I think it was just more so staying in control and still being in attack and getting stops when we needed to.
Were they doing anything, because you guys played such a clean game offensively, only 7 turnovers the other night? Did they do anything differently tonight to create a little more havoc, lead those turnovers, or was that just you guys needing to be better?
Yeah, I mean that's us. They're not a high turnover team, so that's more so just us taking care of it.
You guys are about to enter a 5-7, a bunch of really good teams, coming off of the way the 6 straight losses, then to rebound 3 straight wins. What do you feel like you guys are at to enter kind of a stretch will show you kind of who you guys might be?
Yeah, I think we're in a good place. We kind of know at this point what the rotation is, and I think we're getting a rhythm. There's consistency there, and I think we're in good shape. We're playing well. We like how we've looked offensively and defensively, and it's time to test it.
Looking back for you, I couldn't quite tell where you were when Popovich grabbed the microphone and told the fans to knock it off, but what do you remember about? Did you hear it clearly?
Yeah. I mean, I was getting subbed out walking off the court, and I heard him addressing it. I thought it was coming from up top at first, but then I saw him over at the scorer's table with the mic, and I thought that was an awesome moment. Despite the fans booing, I think even more. I think that was a hell of a moment. Pop having Kawhi's back in that situation.
You have the same treatment every time you go back to him. What's that like to be a player in that moment and sort of just endure that for years after you leave?
Yeah, I mean, it's bittersweet, obviously. In Kawhi's situation, I mean, he's hung championship banners here and been a part of winning teams. And, regardless of the situation, it sucks that to give an organization something and a city something and, for that to be at this point, the treatment you still get. It's unfortunate, but that's what makes sports.
Last thing for me was this is now the longest stretch of the league that you and Kawhi have played together consecutively, or at least ties it, 13 straight games. You guys have, for 4 years, really been teaching consistency and continuity. To have that long stretch together, even though you guys know each other for years by now, what's that meant to the on-court results, the consistency you're trying to seek?
Yeah, I mean, it's just great. It's great. I think more so just I'm happy he's healthy. He's happy I'm healthy. We're happy we're healthy. I think it just speaks volumes to that. Obviously we know what we can do when we're on the court together at the same time and what that looks like during the season. But more so it's just appreciating going through the grind together and coming out healthy to be able to lace it up game after game. I think we're both in great places with our bodies right now, and it's more so about the guys around us, that we can help them and continue to lead them.
I just was asking, what do you think of Amir? I mean, he stayed ready. He hadn't been in for
that was awesome.
For a long time.
Yeah, that was great. He came in, gave us great energy, picked up full court, got stops, dove on the ball, got some downhill plays to the basket. That was great. I gotta talk to Amir just to keep him in a positive space, because what he did tonight, number being called and being ready, it's not easy to do, and so big credit to him for stepping up and being ready.
Thank you much.
Appreciate it. Podcast P.
Happy holiday.
Talk about it, man. Go ahead.
I did past post game on the TV broadcast, but what did you read stop booing? Was it being aimed toward you? Stop booing when you were shooting?
Um, I guess when I had the ball, I guess he was aiming it towards me, as people tell me after the game. But then at the time, I was just in the moment, trying to knock down my free throws.
I think you started the second half with 3 straight baskets in a row. Anything about that, the treatment you get every time you come back here, does that go into anything like that, the moment, your aggressiveness when you play here?
No. No, I started the game with 2 made baskets as well. So just come out and play. That's it, trying to get a win.
What did the way you guys built those big leads and then lost them tell you about kind of the areas you guys have made progress, but also where you still have a lot of progress still to go in this group?
I mean, it's not really about. We want to win every game, and I mean, it shows us that we're getting better. But like I said, like you said, we still got a lot to learn and to get better at. You could see at the end of that game, we had some careless turnovers. They got some easy looks at the basket, wide open layups. So we got to, buy in and figure that out.
What are the challenges of having to face a team back-to-back like that?
It's difficult because they see you again. It's like a playoff game pretty much, because you're playing a team, back-to-back in their home city. So they watch the film and they make adjustments the next game.
Does that buy-in you think more defensive end stuff, offensive end?
It's both. That's what I just talked about. The careless turnovers and them getting easy layups.
Surprise you that they still boo you every time you touch the ball when you come back here to the point?
If I don't have a Spurs jersey on, they're probably gonna boo me for the rest of my career. But it is what it is. Like I said, they're one of the best fans in the league, and they're very competitive. And once I step on this basketball court out here, they're going to show, that they're going for the other side. And when I'm on the streets or going in the restaurants, they show love. So it is what it is.
I think you and Paul now have played 13 straight games this year. I think I read that that's ties the longest you guys have played together in a row since you joined the team. What's that continuity done for just the consistency you guys are trying to seek?
I think it helps everyone, not just us two, the whole group, the coaching staff, and we'll just keep it going.
You guys built those 17 and 18-point leads and then lost them. What did that tell you about the progress you guys have made and also where you still have to make progress?
Well, one of the areas which we was good at, the last couple of games is taking care of the basketball. Having 11 turnovers at halftime, really hurt us. Only having 5 in that second half, but just playing through the game, not getting comfortable. One thing about Pop's teams, they're gonna play hard. No matter who's on the floor, they're gonna compete, and we just can't let our guards down. And so tonight, I just thought, we got comfortable once we built those leads, and then they made it a game, and because they're gonna keep playing, and they're gonna play hard and compete. And so that's just something to learn from. We just can't let our guards down and continue to play through the game. And having 18 assists in the second half, I thought was really good. We shared the basketball, but they did some different things. They played some zone, tried to trick the game up a little bit, and it gave us a little problems. But just, continue to just keep playing the game. Don't get comfortable. And it's hard to beat a team, twice on the road, in back-to-back games. That's hard. It's hard to do. And so I congratulate our guys for doing that. But just, being more professional of just playing through the game and not letting our foot off the gas.
What did you make of Pop telling the crowd to knock off the boot? I can't imagine you've seen something like that before in all your years.
We said what I make of it?
What'd you think of it?
I'm rolling whatever Pop does. I'm rolling with it. So, yeah.
When Warren was out, you went to Amir. When he came in, they had 4 guys, 6'9" or bigger, so they were obviously big then, but you stuck with them the rest of the way. Why did you want to do that?
No, he's been working. He's been putting the work in. Norm has some growing tightness, and Amir being 6'7", they can run the floor. He can drive a closeout. He can make a 3, and he can defend 1 through 4. And so, just for all his hard work he's been putting in over the last couple of years, he hasn't really had a great opportunity. But I knew he was ready, and so. Just give him a chance, and he came in. He didn't let us down. Really played well, and that was good to see.
Is your sense that this is the same groin issue that came?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
When Popovich did say that the Spurs went on a little run, how were you able to kind of regain that momentum or, stop their momentum?
Yeah, they cut it to 7 at one point, and Kawhi made a big shot, put us up 9. And then I can't really remember after that, but just keeping our composure. They made some tough threes. Vassell made a lean-in 3 from, 28 feet. Vic made a couple of big shots. And so, at the end of the game, when you're scrambling like that, you got to be locked into what we're doing. And you can't have miscommunications on the defensive end. That's where when you have a 17, 18-point lead, everybody looks at the offense. But if you're getting stops, then you win by 18. So we got to be better defensively in those situations. And it's something to learn from. We will get better with that.
I know you said pregame that small ball is like a last resort. It's something you don't want to do too often. Is that sort of, I think, you too, when you're like putting Bones next to Russ, it's just a little too small for that?
Yeah. Just having, like I said, somebody 6'7" that can defend, 1 through 4, can rebound the basketball. And like I said, with Bones and Russ, just, it's a small combination. And, you see how they starting a 7-5-4 man, so it's just tough to, be small out there. And so we've learned our lesson over the last 2-3 years of playing small and how it hasn't worked. And so we just try to stay away from it as much as possible.
You have a pretty tough 5-game stretch in the next week, which is right with your team's readiness. Dallas, New Orleans, Golden State, Sacramento, Denver. That's it's going to be a test. How do you feel like you're ready for that kind of conflict?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. We still have a long ways to go, but I like the progress we're making. I like the strides we're making, and there'll be 5 good teams that we're going to play coming out after Thanksgiving, and so our guys will be ready for that and ready for the challenge. And the biggest thing, like I said, for me is just continue to keep getting better every day. Whether it's shoot around, whether it's practice, whether it's the game, and learn something and get better every single day. And I think for the most part we've been doing that.
I'm giving credit to Justin correctly here. Justin Russo, who said this is now the longest Kawhi and PG have ever played together consecutive games, 13 in a row. What's that meant for you as a coach who's rarely had that kind of stability with those two to happen for such a long stretch and be healthy, be available?
Yeah, it means a lot. When those 2 guys are healthy, we're a different team. I know we hit a rough patch, after the trade and just trying to get guys acclimated, losing guys for the Lakers game. But, I think now just seeing, who we can be and how we can play, once those guys are healthy, and now they're healthy. And so Kawhi and PG starting the game, and then PG coming with that second unit, kind of running that ship and being aggressive offensively. And so it looks good. And so it's going to come around, and just when we start adding more stuff offensively, defensively, we've been pretty good outside, like I said, the last 8 minutes of that game. But we've been pretty good defensively, and so we got to continue to keep getting better with that.
How much longer do you think you have before you can start to kind of open up, maybe not be so simplified?
I don't know. It just depends on how quick our guys pick it up and how comfortable we are running our sets. And once we get that down, then we can slowly start adding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next game.